Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. Let's take a look again on the gold market. Gold and daily chart, everything stands mostly the same. So market is calling inside the large weekly doji candle in decision range. So as we said, in the longer term perspective on the monthly chart, probably on the weekly, the further direction of the market will stand in the same side and the breakout will take place. So either market will take it out of these lows and will continue downward retracement, downward action, or will get some power and move higher and taking out the 16 even top. At the same time, as we said, fundamental background stands not in favor of the immediate upward continuation. Although the overall position of the gold market looks really nice and strong, but currently market has really limited power, limited possibility to continue upward action immediately. So more probably is that market will just keep standing inside of this range, or even in the longer term perspective could make an attempt on the deep retracement. That's just what we've got from the fundamental background. At the same time, in the shorter term perspective, in the day week, you can see that market has tested these lows. Its weekly lows has been tested but has not been broken, and market returned right back up. This suggests that market could still show a bit deeper upward retracement inside of this range before next step will come. So, and in favor of this scenario also stands the strong upward momentum. So because it still stands on the market, we talked about it many times already, and that it really could help gold to show a bit deeper upward action inside of this range. Yesterday, the price action was a bit not as expected, let's call it in this manner, because if you remember this, we talked about this A, B, C bottom deep pattern. C point here, as you can see, I keep on the chart because I needed to explain something. But market has not formed as set up for the scalp short position as set up for a long entry, because market has not completed the OP. AB equals CD target. Just for a few cents, its target has not been completed. That's why those who were watching for possibly taking the short position probably was not able in time to take the short position, because market hasn't formed the OP target, is not completed, while those who were keeping for a long position hasn't taken the long, because market shows very strong downward action without here reaching the OP. It was fast acceleration down, and market has broken all the supports that we have talked about. So there were no good patterns, no good possibility for taking the long position. Currently, the question that we have to answer on is, does it mean that no upward action will happen anymore? Well, I'm not sure with that, because first of all, take a look at this ABCD pattern, and mostly we could say that it has been erased, because take a look with this drop and taking out of the C point, we can't take into consideration this ABCD pattern anymore. It means that the OP target distance here is not valid anymore as well. Still, take a look what has happened. Market on this downward action has retested this former trend line, and at the same time, with this upward action, it has formed a bullish reversal swing, because take a look, this swing up is greater than the previous swing down, and downward action right to the 618 support after the reversal swing. This is absolutely natural price behavior. And I suppose that one of the bullish scenarios that we could keep an eye on still is the same head and shoulders that we talked about, but it seems that the shoulders just has been formed, or it's still forming right now. Something that we see on the hourly chart. Take a look. That's the left arm. It's some kind of the action to the neckline. It's a bit skewed with the forming upward reversal swing. And now market has shown the major retracement right back down to these previous lows, which is actually some kind of the right arm is forming here. So that's a setup that we could keep an eye on. So while market will stand somewhere around this area, 1545, 1548, and maybe it will form some kind of the bullish pattern here, maybe it's currently cheaper to buy, will form something of that sort, we probably later could consider possibly taking the long position. if market will keep the shape of this patch. And currently, guys, it is unclear where the market really could start the upward action. For example, following to this ABCD pattern, it could stop right here at 1546 and COP target stance of this ABCD pattern, or it could form the ABCD down, keeping the harmony with these lows of this shoulder. It's also possible. So today, in the current moment, although the overall context, as you can see, exists for a possible upward action here, but it's still unclear where is better and how is better to take the position. So if you have, if your risk limits let you to make your position, take your position somewhere approximately around the sum level, well, you could think about this support area with a stop somewhere below these lows. While others who have the limited opportunity for taking the positions on the gold market or do not have a lot of assets on your trading account, it would be better to wait for more clear patterns to stick with, because currently it's a bit lots of freedom to the market where and how particular it could start the upward action. So, and I think that it makes sense to wait a bit more and see how the situation will develop on the gold market, because overall this action right to the target, potential target of the 1582 looks a bit choppy, and well, as you can see, definitely not the thrusting action, and that's why it's a bit unstable, and lots of retracements, some unclear movements on the gold market with the currently stands, although market in general keeps the scenario valid and doesn't raise the total opportunity for upward continuation. So, and that's why in the current circumstances it would be better to get to some clear patterns to stick with and wait for the more clarity from the market. So that's what we will keep an eye on the gold market.